Have you ever wondered if you could live comfortably with less? Imagine a life where financial stress is a thing of the past, where you don't need to chase after every latest gadget or trend, a life where you're not buried under unnecessary debts, a life that's simple, yet fulfilling, a life where you have control over your finances, not the other way around. It may sound like a far-off dream, but it's more attainable than you might think. Well, there's a term for that: financial minimalism. So what is financial minimalism? You might have heard the term tossed around, but let's delve a little deeper. Financial minimalism is a lifestyle choice that advocates for mindfulness and intentional spending. It's not just about saving money or being frugal. It's about making conscious decisions about where and how you spend your hard-earned cash. Financial minimalism asks you to question the value behind every purchase. It encourages you to ask yourself, do I really need this? Does this add value to my life? It's about being mindful of the difference between wants and needs and focusing on the latter. The beauty of financial minimalism lies in its simplicity. It's not about complicated financial strategies or jargon. It's about stripping down your finances to the bare essentials, and then building them back up in a way that serves you best. So why choose financial minimalism? Well, the benefits are numerous. Firstly, it can significantly reduce financial stress. By being more mindful of your spending, you avoid unnecessary debt and live within your means. Secondly, it gives you more freedom. When you're not tied down by financial obligations, you have the liberty to pursue what truly matters to you. Lastly, financial minimalism promotes better financial health. By prioritizing needs over wants, you're more likely to save and invest, leading to long-term financial stability and growth. In essence, financial minimalism is about making your money work for you, not the other way around. The first step towards financial minimalism is auditing your spending. Now, don't let that word audit scare you. We're simply talking about understanding where your money goes. It's like looking at a roadmap of your finances, and it's an essential part of achieving financial minimalism. Think about it. How can you simplify what you don't understand? By keeping a close eye on your spending, you can start to see patterns, habits, and maybe even a few surprises. This isn't about judgment, it's about clarity. There are many ways to track your spending. You could use an app designed for this purpose. There are plenty out there, from simple expense trackers to ones that categorize and analyze your spending for you. Alternatively, you could go old school with a spending diary. Yes, it involves more work, but it can also be a more mindful process, helping you to really consider each purchase. Don't forget to be thorough. Include everything from the big, obvious expenses like rent and bills, right down to that daily cup of coffee. It all adds up. Remember, this isn't about depriving yourself. It's about understanding where your money is going and making conscious decisions about what you truly value. By understanding your spending habits, you can start to identify areas where you can cut back. And that's when the real magic of financial minimalism begins to happen. Now that you know where your money is going, it's time to eliminate unnecessary expenses. In our quest for financial minimalism, it's essential to understand the difference between needs and wants. Needs are the basics: food, shelter, healthcare, and the like. Wants, on the other hand, are those little extras that make life more enjoyable but aren't strictly necessary for survival. The trick is in learning to prioritize our spending, focusing first on our needs, and then carefully considering our wants. It's easy to blur the lines between these two categories. A need can quickly morph into a want when we opt for the gourmet grocery store over the budget-friendly supermarket, or the designer coat instead of the functional and affordable one. But remember, the goal here isn't to make life miserable. It's to make intentional decisions about our spending, ensuring that our money is going where it will add the most value to our lives. One common area where we can cut back is subscription services. It's easy to sign up for a free trial and then forget to cancel. Before we know it, we're paying for a dozen different services we barely use. Take a hard look at your subscriptions. If you're not getting value from them, it's time to hit that cancel button. Another area ripe for trimming is dining out. While it's certainly enjoyable to have someone else do the cooking, these meals can quickly add up. Try setting a budget for dining out and stick to it. You might be surprised how much you can save, and how much you enjoy the challenge of creating restaurant-quality meals at home. Lastly, let's talk about impulse purchases. We've all been there, standing in line at the checkout. A cleverly displayed item catches our eye, and before we know it, we're handing over our hard-earned cash for something we didn't even know we wanted. Try implementing a waiting period for purchases. Give yourself 24 hours to think it over. You might find that the urge to buy has passed. Remember, the goal isn't to deprive yourself but to spend intentionally on things that truly add value to your life. Next, automate your savings and investments. This is a crucial step in your journey towards financial minimalism. You may have heard of the concept of paying yourself first. It's a financial strategy that involves setting aside a certain portion of your income for savings or investments before you start spending on anything else. This is a powerful way to ensure that you're consistently building your wealth, no matter what unexpected expenses may come your way. Now, you might be wondering, why automate? The beauty of automation is that it takes decision-making out of the equation. No more forgetting to move money into your savings or debating whether you can afford to invest this month. With automation, these actions happen like clockwork, as regular as the passing of days. Automating your savings and investments can also lead to substantial growth over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest. Imagine this. You're planting a seed, and with each passing day, that seed is growing, not just from the nutrients you're adding, but from the growth it's already achieved. That's the power of compound interest. Your money isn't just sitting there, it's growing, expanding, and working for you even while you sleep. But perhaps the most significant benefit of automating your savings and investments is the peace of mind it brings. There's a certain tranquility in knowing that come rain or shine, you're consistently building your wealth. You're not just reacting to financial emergencies or scrambling to save for that dream vacation. You're proactively creating a secure financial future for yourself and your loved ones. So, how can you start automating your savings and investments? It's easier than you might think. Many banks and investment platforms offer automatic transfer options. You simply decide how much you want to save or invest each month, set up the automatic transfer, and let the system do the rest. With automation, saving and investing become a regular part of your financial routine, not an afterthought. So, take the leap today. Automate your savings and investments and watch as your journey towards financial minimalism becomes a little bit easier and a whole lot more rewarding. So, there you have it. The basics of financial minimalism in 3 simple steps. Now let's take a moment to recap what we've covered today and the key points about this lifestyle. Financial minimalism isn't just a trend, it's a way of life, a method of managing your finances that prioritizes value, purpose, and simplicity. It's about making conscious decisions about where your money goes, and ensuring it's directed towards things that genuinely add value to your life. The first step we discussed was auditing your spending. This means taking a hard look at where your money is going and what you're spending it on. It's about identifying the areas where you can cut back and finding ways to make your money work harder for you. This might involve cutting out unnecessary expenses or finding cheaper alternatives to things you already buy. Step 2 was about eliminating unnecessary expenses. This is where the concept of minimalism really comes into play. It's about identifying the things you really need and cutting out the rest. It's about making the conscious decision to live with less, but to ensure that the things you do have are of high quality and serve a purpose in your life. The third and final step we covered was automating savings and investments. This is possibly the most important aspect of financial minimalism. By automating your savings and investments, you're ensuring that a portion of your income is being put away for the future, without you having to think about it. This not only helps you save money, but it also removes the stress and worry of having to manually manage your savings and investments. The benefits of financial minimalism are numerous. It can help you save money, reduce stress, and ultimately achieve financial freedom. But the key to reaping these benefits is to start. You don't have to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Start small, make one change at a time, and gradually work your way towards a more financially minimalist lifestyle. And remember, the goal isn't to live a life of deprivation. It's about making conscious, intentional decisions about where your money goes and ensuring it's being used in a way that adds value to your life. Remember, financial minimalism isn't about having less, it's about making less do more. Start today and discover the peace and freedom that comes from living a financially minimalist lifestyle.